What a performance by Terence Bud Crawford. Wow. Wow. Listen, I picked Bud to win. I did pick Bud to win. I picked him by stoppage, but I was not expecting an absolute domination by Terence Crawford. I was not expecting that. And listen, I I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. This man landed 60% of his power punches. This was supposed to be a 50-50 fight. This was supposed to be a fight that went either way. And my man Terence Bud Crawford beat the shit out of Errol Spence. Dropped him, what was it, 3 times? Now he's the second undisputed. He's the first male fighter to ever be undisputed in 2 divisions. Yo, do you know how historic is that? He's also the second person to go. So when he became undisputed at 140, he was the second person to ever be undisputed in the 4-belt era. And now he's the first male to be undisputed in 2 weight classes. And in both instances, both at 140 and 147, the undisputed fight, he won by total domination. Cooked him. Listen, I'm impressed. And that's definitely a career-defining win. This was a historic win, man. This was one for the history books. I am super I don't want to say proud is probably not the right word, but impressed, happy for him. Because if we're being honest, Terence Crawford's resume wasn't nothing before this. No win on his resume. There was some, oh, he's a good win. Oh, he's a good win. Oh, he's a good win. This is the first time where you could look at a win on his resume and go, fuck, that was a great win. A quality win. You get what I'm saying? One of those big wins, that's right there. I am super proud, happy for Terence Crawford. Listen, I had no dog in the fight. I wasn't necessarily rooting for anybody. Had the fight been 4 or 5 years ago, I would have picked Spence. I felt that, the car crash plus, the layoff and the fight, him be kind of like outgrowing the division. There was a lot of variables that made me switch my pick from Spence to Crawford. That's how I felt. But man, this dude looked amazing. Like, I was really impressed by his performance. Really impressed by how sharp and calm he was. Very calm, just walking him down. Walk, boop, boop. Yo, that power jab was something special. That power jab was fucking moving him back. Like, boom. And one thing that Abner Morris said during the telecast was, oh, well, Crawford is actually naturally or right-handed, and so that's why his power jab is so effective. Because I'm like, yo, Spence was reacting to them power punches like they were fucking bricks. I mean, that power jab, excuse me. He was every time he would hit him with that power jab, his face would get all red, his nose would get all swollen. He started bleeding from the nose. Like, you would see the reaction of his face off of what Terence Crawford was doing. Man, I came away thoroughly impressed. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful performance. Again, how calm he was, and he was just superior in every single facet of boxing. I gave Spence 1 round. I gave him the first round, and after that, I had Bud dominating the rest of the fight. It was amazing. I think that Bud is definitely top. He's definitely top 3 pound for pound. He's no lower than 3 and could be as high as number 1. I'll be honest. The number 1. I want to say the number 1 and number 2 spot. Well, let's just say the number 3 spots. The only guys is Usyk, Inoue, and Bud. Those are the only 3 guys that can be in those top 3. If your top three has anything different other than a mixed match of those three fighters, I do not respect your list. I'll be honest with you. I don't respect your list. This was it's not only that he beat Spence, who had 3 belts, who, many people was considering the #1 welterweight for years because he had a better resume than Crawford at 147. It's not just that he beat him. It's that he dominated and stopped him. Get what I'm saying? He's on a currently, I think, 11 knockout streak. Like, we got to give that man credit, man. We got to give him credit for that dominant performances. And again, that's what I always say about Inoue, why I have him #1 pound for pound, is because he doesn't just beat his fighter, he dominates his fighters. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I like that Bud did in this fight was, the whole time he stood southpaw. I don't know if you guys remember my last live. I said, if Bud wants to win this fight, he got to learn. He stop fucking around with that whole right-handed shit. Just come out southpaw. And I don't know if he watched the video, but that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. And I hear you, Luisito. They talk about having a rematch, right? There's a rematch clause, and Spence says, hell yeah, man, there's gonna be a rematch. We got to run this shit again, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All right. I'm okay with that, but if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't get to choose what weight class the fight is going to be in. So since he's not going to be able to choose what weight class is going to be in, I believe if I'm Crawford, I make that fight at 147 again, because I know that's where you're not going to be at your most comfortable. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm undisputed. If I'm going to make a defense, it's going to be where I'm undisputed. You get what I'm saying? Man, like I'm just so happy with the outcome, and not that I was rooting against Spence. I'm not. It's more like the coronation of Bud, like the certified. He got certified as, okay, now I'm a great fighter. Now you can talk about me in the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like a lot of times when people would go, oh, he's #1, and I'm like, listen, I see what you see. I see that he has skills. I see he's a good fighter. It's just his resume was kind of weak for a pound for pound #1 guy. Like, you get what I'm saying? For that argument, I'm like, damn, his resume is actually not that good. Like, when you compare it to the guys who should be #1. Now, with a dominant win where you drop the opponent 3 times in an undisputed fight, and you go undisputed, and it was an undefeated fighter, and that guy came into the ring with 3 belts, and you had 1, and you took it from him, all 3 of them. Then it's like, okay, I see now. It's you got Spence, man. Spence was a good fighter, man. Good resume, strong. Many people were looking at this as a 50-50 fight. Nah, and Crawford showed that he's not in my class. Not that I'm better than him. He's not in my class. I'm curious as to if he does. He may just be like, I don't want to hear no excuses. Let's make the rematch at 154. Fuck it. That would be some gangster shit to do. I don't know what. I know Jermell Charlo's moving up to 54, right? I don't know if one of the sanctioning bodies go, just you guys do the rematch at 54. We'll make you fight for a vacant or some shit, or for an interim that's gonna make you the mandatory, to whoever the champion is after your guys fight. Like these sanctioning bodies, they're very, very tricky. So you never know how creative they can get. So but I'm curious as to where the rematch, what weight the rematch happens at. Also, where does Spence go after this? I don't know. That was a pretty brutal fucking beating. I know he says he wants a rematch. Is that really what you want? I don't see that fight changing in any way, shape, or form. He didn't really land anything on Crawford. There was nothing he was really landing on Crawford where I was like, ooh. It was kind of like every now and then he'll land the overhand left to the head, but never really shook up Bud. You saw Bud after the fight, no cuts, no bruises, nothing. And you look at fucking Spence's face. He looked like he got beat in the face with a bat. That jab hand was just something special. It looked like he just had a fucking stick with a bowling ball at the end. It just was boom, boom, boom. I'm like, damn, this dude was really fucking him up, man. I listen. I was hyped, man. I was hyped. I wish I would have seen this fight with some of y'all, man. I wish I would have had my peoples, my Dominican boxing people with me. You got what I'm saying? I was going crazy. I really, really, really enjoyed this fight. I really enjoyed watching somebody solidify his position in boxing history. Because had he retired without this Spence fight, his legacy would have been scarred. It would have been scarred. It would have been not looked at as it's good, but it's not. He never fought Spence, and Spence where I would have beat him. Spence was bigger. No, it's like nah. He got that win under his resume. Man, I know some of you guys are as hype as me. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. You guys need to hop on, man. I see my man Juan there. I see my man Juan. The link is in the chat, man. Anybody wants to click that link, hop in, chop it up with me. Click that link, man. Yo, Juan, I already see you asking for the link. It's in the chat, bro. That was an amazing performance, man. Amazing performance, and a performance I wasn't expecting. Also, my man came out with Eminem. I'm not a big Eminem fan, but mom spaghetti, knees weak, arm is heavy. You vomit on the sweater already. He was going crazy. That song, I like that song from Eminem. I'm not a huge Eminem fan, but that was a hard song. I ain't like that he had the fish in that. Like that, I thought that was a bit corny, but the entrance was dope. And hey, man, hold on 1 second. I got my man, my brother, Juan, que lo que, mi hermano. You muted. Unmute, brother. There you go. I hear you.
Are you seeing me?
I see you and I hear you. What's going on, bro? You trying to get fancy on me? You don't want to use your phone anymore? Uh-oh, come on, you got to get over that. Tato, háblame. Talk to me about that performance, man.
I won't go back on the phone. It's slow.
All right. So while we wait for Juan to come back and chop it up with us, go to BroadwayJoel.com, man. Buy a Dominican boxing shirt. You know what I mean? Support, man. Support the channel. Y'all know I get y'all the exclusives and everything, and y'all enjoying this live, obviously. So go to Broadway Joel. Buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt, man. The quality is on 1,000, man. On 1,000. But anyways, yeah, man. A little bit about the undercards, man. Donito Donan needs to hang it up. Didn't look like himself. Complete dominant performance from Santiago. Pitbull Cruz was in a weird, awkward fight that was very, boring, which is hard to say for a Pitbull fight since he's an offensive fighter. But this guy was very awkward, and Pitbull really couldn't figure him out. And this guy was holding a lot. It was a very, very weird fight. Very weird fight. I was like in a rush. I was like, yo, come on, somebody like Pitbull, knock this dude out already so we could get to the main event. But yeah, but yo, I see some people saying like they think Spence was weight drained. He looked fine to me. Like at the weigh-in, he looked like his eyes wasn't sunken in, his cheekbones wasn't like going crazy. Like when I looked at him, I'm like, he looked fine to me. Some people saying he was. Now, do I think he probably better suited at 154? Sure, but I don't think he was fucking weight drained. How people making it seem. Hold on, I got Juan coming back. Dime a ver de lo mío.
I don't think I enjoy a boxing event like I enjoy this one, man.
Bro,
what about you, bro? Like on your top fights that you saw live, as far as like.
I mean, I can't rank it too high because it was a one-sided fight. But as far as like
shock
value, and also being happy for a fighter, because I'm happy for Bud because before this fight, a lot of people, even me, he's good, but his resume, he's good, but his resume. Now he beat a top dog at 150, at 147. you know, for all the belts, convincingly,
embarrassingly.
Bloodied him up, bruised him up, dropped him 3 times.
He looked like the bigger, stronger man.
Yo, for real. Yeah, exactly. Had you told me,
he looked huge in front of him.
No, not only that, man. When they were on the inside and Spence would be having his moments, he was catching and shooting, boom, boom. It was just pure.
Well, I feel stupid, man. Joel, I feel stupid. You know why? Because with Porter, we got to see that even though it was a close matchup before the knockdown, we got to see that Crawford's not rattled when you put pressure on him. I'm upset at myself that I didn't bet on him.
No, and we got to look at it like this too. Bud, he fought his fight very, very calmly. And also, this is the first time he fights a southpaw since Felix Diaz, our Dominican brother. But my point is,
our Dominican brother looked the better.
I think he won more rounds. Hold on. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on.
Won a couple of rounds, if you ask me, because he was busy in the beginning. He's just different. You know what hit me? When he said they all blackballed me. They all blackballed me. They didn't let me fight not one of their fighters. Yeah, when he said that, it was true. Because they kept throwing that at him. But they wouldn't fight him.
The thing is, it was just a politics shit. You know how it is, man.
But it's BS because they did the Fury fight. You know what I'm saying? They did the Fury fight.
Yo, Felix Diaz went 10 rounds with Bud. So you could say a Dominican went more rounds with Bud than did Spence.
Adamas won more rounds.
No, but yo, how did before the fight? How did you see this fight? Like, what did you think?
I had Bud.
But you had Bud. But did you have him by knockout?
I don't know. I had him by late stoppage or decision.
Okay. In a 50-50 fight.
In a 50-50 fight, but I also was saying he could get stopped too in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, me too.
He could get stopped. Even when he was hurting him, I'm like, yo, Spence could catch him in an exchange, but it got to a point where his timing. Remember what Mayweather used to say? It's not all about speed, it's about timing. He was timing his jab.
No, it's. I think what disrupt. But listen, when I saw the second round, and I didn't know at the time, but I should have known, is when he was hitting him with that power jab. And you saw Errol Spence's face was like, yo, that's not no regular fucking jab. His face was
when he went down from that jab, his reaction was like he got hit with an up. I'm like, yo, at first I thought, he was probably off balance. But when I looked at his face, I'm like, he's rattled.
No, not only that, I'm not talking about that knockdown, but just in general.
Right away, third round.
Was fucked up. His nose was so swollen and bleeding. His eyes were puffy. His face was just really red.
The audience was in awe. They wasn't awe there. They were like,
and they were shocked. They were shocked. I mean, the thing is, I'm shocked. No, there's no way you a boxing fan.
And you thought it was gonna be like that.
And you knew, oh yeah, for sure, Bud is gonna fucking cook this dude. It's gonna be easy work. There's no way. I don't believe that. If you're telling me you knew it was gonna be this easy, and this, Bud landed 60% of his power punches, 45% of his jabs.
Bro,
are you kidding me?
I was next to a Spence fans, and he couldn't believe what was going on. He was like his son was getting slaughtered.
You had to change your shirt because he kept crying on you or something?
I was looking for my Dominican shirt. I'm upset right now, man.
Yo, you had to wear it,
I'm upset right now. Yo, mi amor, look at my headboard. The quality on them shits is official, bro.
I know, bro.
I gotta buy the red one. Bring the red one. I'm gonna buy it. It gotta be me.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of shirts to August 4th.
Oh, shirts.
Yo, did you see they promoted Everson Garcia fight?
They did. I wish I would have shown his face though.
I wish so too, but yo, I text him right away. I'm like, yo, Spence Crawford. They talk about Everson Garcia. I was like, yo, I took a picture of it and everything.
Joel, he said something that touched me profoundly. My dude, the TV networks will put people in front of us that we believe are killers into their facing a 50-50 opponent. That's what we saw today.
Yeah.
Tell me one time Spence fought that you was worried and concerned for him. Please tell me one fighter that you said, oh my God. That you said, not that you said, oh, it was a good fight. That you said, oh my God, this is a 50-50 fight.
Nah, I never said.
With Porter, I didn't feel like it was.
No, with Porter, like you said, I said it was a good fight, but I going into that fight, I didn't think it was 50-50.
This is why the TVs never put their fighters with fights that they know that they could lose. And this is,
I mean, it's a business. It's a business.
You understand?
Because no, you know what it is. Now, I just think that the fight would have happened sooner had Bud left Top Rank sooner. Because as soon as Bud left Top Rank, look, the fight got made. So I don't want to blame necessarily. If anything, if anybody's to blame is fucking Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? They don't do big events over there on Top Rank. But when's the last big event that they did?
Haney and Lomachenko's probably the biggest event that they did, and that wasn't even.
And that did like 150,000 buys.
My dude, you felt the aura about the fight. Like, I'm excited, just like
yo. You had a big party?
No, we was just a few family friends, but we bought the fight.
No. Yo, you know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy. I went somewhere, I'm not gonna mention where, and they were trying to fucking finagle. I was like, bro, just buy it. They're like, nah, bro.
Streaming it, right?
They were, they would. I was like, yo. I took the fucking remote and I fucking paid for that shit.
Oh, stop playing, man.
Stop playing, bro. How many of us in here? Everybody fucking chip in then.
$20 each, $10, man.
Are you crazy, bro? Support the sport. You love boxing, right? Yo, listen. When you steal a fight, you stealing from the boxer, bro. Literally, because if you don't steal it, he gets paid off that pay-per-view buy. So you stealing.
Not even that you're stealing. We complain that certain matchups are not made. They're not made because the buys are not there no more like they used to neither.
No, and listen, if I'm gonna stream a fight, I'm not doing it to Showtime. Showtime showing too much love to Dominican.
Showtime has been showing. Damn, yeah, you're right.
I cannot do that to Showtime. They're the only ones supporting Dominicans. Now the Zone, Zone. You ever seen? The only time you've seen a Dominican on the Zone is to lose. Every two Javier Fortuna against Ryan.
Every Dominican boxing that I spoke to had Crawford winning. Edwin told me 2 days ago that guy's an assassin.
Nah. Hold on. I got the list right here. As to who the Dominicans picked.
Yeah, you got it.
Come on, I'm the voice, baby. Wait, don't disrespect me like that. Come on,
man. Send that list out. Let me see who had him.
I got you right now. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Thing is, I post a lot, so there we go. All right, give me 1 sec. I'll screen share, and yo, I'll read your super chat in a bit right now. Just give me 1 sec. I just wanna. So look, I'm gonna go the team Spence first. The list is shorter. Puello, Hector Luis Garcia, Eldy Cedeno, Luis Reynaldo Nunez, Jason Rosario, and Frenzy Fortunato. They all said Spence. Now for Crawford was Elvis Rodriguez, Carlos Adames, Hendry Cedeno, Erickson Garcia, Michelle Rivera, Rohan Polanco, Edwin De Los Santos, Jan Santana, Jonathan Guzman, and Jackson Mariñez.
Wow.
So most of the Dominicans were right. Most of the Dominicans were right.
They know they boxing. And we learned a lot about an athletic fighter against a straight down the line fighter.
Yeah, it is, fucking Bud is like a Swiss Army knife. Like he had every single tool.
How you want it?
Yeah, he has a little fucking screwdriver. He has this, he has that. And it's like, yo, he was getting busy. Hold on, let me read these super chats. My bad. Says Al Simmons Hellspawn says now Michelle Rivera needs to get his revenge on Frank. I mean,
I don't think they're gonna make that fight again. No title on the line, no nothing.
No. This is what you're thinking about today? Uh-oh. My man about to get sent to the doghouse. You good? Yo, Jocelyn Food Market, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. And by the way, thank you so much as well, Al Simmons, for the super chat as well. No, yeah. Listen, man, that performance is one for the history books. One for the history books.
This, Joel, we got to be careful about hopping on bandwagons until we see people get mashed up in a fight.
No, but yo, listen to this. Listen.
I don't want to hear nothing about Isaac Cruz until I see him in there with a fighter like a crack.
Yo, listen to this. While we were watching, obviously Bud is fucking dominating. My brother looks at me. He goes, yo, why Bud couldn't be fucking Dominican? I'm like, coño, ¿verdad? Cualquiera lo quiere.
Our fighters have to focus on also learning English. And one thing that
Elvis is learning. You saw Elvis?
Yes, he's learning. I'm very happy. Yo,
that knows.
Now I see what you meant about that kid. As far as upside, I see what you mean. I see why. Yo, for all the fans that are on here, let me tell you something about Joel, if you guys don't know, because I'm an eyewitness, and I've been around them with other fighters. Joel is very professional, and he holds these fighters up to a high standard. He doesn't care how they take it. I have seen him straight digging them. Listen, I don't want you drinking. Listen, I want you. Joel don't play around with these guys at all. At all. And I respect that about you, Joel. You're not like buttering people up to get around them.
Never. That's why I find it funny. That's why I find it funny when people go, oh, you just dick riding Dominican. But I'm like, yo, you don't hear our private conversations. And you probably don't even watch my interviews, because there's no way you watch my interview. Yeah, I'm bigging them up, but I'm also, yo, bro, I ain't like your defense in that fight. Yo, bro, I think you need to use your right hand more. You know, I'm being real. Hold on, I got a $2 super chat. Shout out to my man, Jocelyn, Tioga Jocelyn Food Market. I'm about to go over there and support, you know, do my compra over there. It says, el mejor boxeador que he visto en muchos años. Yeah, I mean, tú tienes que ver a Naoya Inoue también, un japonés, un boxeador japonés, que también está rompiendo. But Juan, I wanted to tell you this, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. You definitely show me a lot of love. You definitely are an asset to Dominican boxing, and you bring,
and I spend,
and you guys. You're gonna go to fights. You're gonna bring people. You're gonna make the shit hype, and when this shit blows up, this Dominican boxing shit blows up,
I'm coming with you.
You're coming with me, and not only that, you definitely one of the pioneers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that one of the first people to be like, "Fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna spend money too."
Yo, for y'all that don't know, the first time me and Joel met, it was at the fight where Michelle Rivera was fighting.
He fought Jerry Perez
on the undercard of
Wilder Helenius.
And we were sitting there, and it was just a few of us. And we were so hyping then, we said, man, you know that this could be a potential fight where our Dominican could be headlining. And a lot of ideas just started coming. And to see where this channel is going, to see the community that we're building, is amazing, bro.
Yo, bro, and wait until y'all see how many people gonna be at August 4th for Everson Garcia. Wait.
Crazy fight. We about to show out on Showtime.
I need Everson to have a Terence Crawford type performance, man. I need this dude to fuck this dude up.
If not for nothing, he needs to wear a Dominican boxing shirt on his way up his way up.
Hey, man. man. Let's just say we already worked that out. Let's just say we already worked that out.
Yo, Joel, you need to bring as many shirts as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
because we're gonna be out there selling it to the people as they coming in. Yeah, come get this one.
Somebody before the fight bought 3 shirts.
Before the fight?
Yeah, I got an alert. I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody bought 3 shirts. So
wow. Amazing.
Yeah, man.
And think about like people like to buy things at the last minute. So hopefully they let you bring a couple shirts. We'll go there early.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring a box of shirts and I'm just gonna wait at the entrance and just sell my fucking shirts right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got 3 Dominicans fighting there or just 2?
3. You got Eldy Cedeno, you got Francis Oren, and Erickson Garcia.
Them shits better sell out. Whoever listening and going to the fight.
Facts. Yo, I got a question. Do you want to see a rematch between Spence and Crawford? Because there's a rematch clause. Spencer, hell yeah, we getting a rematch. Like,
I don't even think he's gonna take it after that ass whooping. At 54,
do you think there's a this is a better question? Do you think there's a difference of a fight at 54?
You know what? Stylistically, no. But if Spence could show more strength, I don't even think he looked at weak. He looked at weak after he started getting them hands later on.
Yeah, honestly, he couldn't land anything. He was throwing punches.
Getting tagged. And for people that don't know, that's discouraging.
Very discouraging.
Discouraging when someone is tagging you like that.
No, and not only that, that's a good word to use. It's discouraging, not only like, damn, like, you know, I'm losing the fight. It's also discouraging to throw punches. Every time you throw a punch, you get encountered. Every time you throw a punch, you get encountered. Every time you throw a punch, you get encountered. Eventually, you go, yo, fuck it, I'm not going to throw punches. And it got to a point where his volume slowed down. Usually, Spence's volume is a lot more. He throws a lot more punches.
You want to see someone that was well trained for his fight? Look at Michelle Rivera's fight. And look at Michelle Rivera in other fights. And look at his jab. Look at his combinations.
And Ryan Garcia, too, for his fight against Tank. I thought he looked weight drained with the rehydration clause and all types of.
I still think he showed a lot of power, though, because he was aggressive in that fight. He wasn't weak, you know? He didn't look weak to me in that fight.
Yeah.
Because the way I saw his aggression. He didn't need to work on that aggression. You know what's crazy?
Yo, hold on. But before you say anything, what do you think? And I know he has a fight now already lined up. What do you think of Jermell Charlo, who's undisputed at 154, versus Terence Bud Crawford? What's your opinion on that?
Something better. I'm going to tell you something better. He's not going to take that fight.
Well, he has a fight against Canelo. So.
Yeah, even in the future, I don't see him taking the fight.
Why not? They've had words.
They had words. But he sparred with Errol Spence a lot of times. And from what I heard, Errol used to get the best of him. After he saw, oh boy, did say, I have no need to take that fight unless he officially moves up.
Now you can't. No, you can't do a triangle theory. Oh, because
PBC's not gonna let Crawford without a multi-time record get all their guys. Are you crazy?
No, if I'm not mistaken, he does have I think he did sign like a multi-fight deal. If I'm not mistaken,
he signed the rematch fight. He didn't. We gotta find out. You're the people's voice, so you gotta find out.
I'll make a few phone calls. But
another thing that I wanted to tell you, Derrick James' style is a straightforward style. Box, off the jab. Traditional, nothing flashy. Now you see why he brought Joan Guzman in?
Joan Guzman got him looking all.
You know why you know now why? That style is gonna have problems against guys that are athletic.
Yo, I got a question. I'm a Canelo fan, but I almost feel obligated to root for fucking Charlo because you know my man is training him. Like if he wins, my man is winning. I'm rooting for Charlo too, man.
But if Charlo wins, my guy looks good too.
Hell yeah! And then more people gonna want to. Yo, you seen like they posted like some shit, some workout video on Instagram. Guzman and Charlo, you seen it?
A recent one because I've seen a lot of other ones.
There was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago where
if you posted it, I seen it probably.
Nah, I think I posted it on my Instagram story.
Him running towards him, right?
Yeah, working with him, doing defense and having him move around, and I'm like,
who you think is with him now? Who you think is with him now?
Yeah, no, yo, so far, the whole training camp so far. You saw when I interviewed him. When I interviewed him, where was he? He was in Texas.
That's a style. If he brings a great Juan Guzman style, that style is gonna give Canelo a lot of problems because Canelo's not fast on his feet, bro.
Does that style give Bud problems?
Bro, we gotta start admitting it. Bud is in a different class right now, bro.
I don't know. I think the size, though, man.
You imagine?
Charlo's big.
I want Enix next. I want Bouts. You imagine if he has that?
If he let's say the rematch clause happens, he beats Spence. And then right after that, he beats Bouts.
It's a legend.
That right there would be very impressive. I'll be honest with you, would be very impressive.
I don't think he want to give all his belts up. He might want to defend them.
I mean, because the thing is, I don't think he's a 54-pounder, but I have heard him say he wants to fight Charlo because Charlo como que habla mierda, you know? So
the only fight I see them trying to force him to fight with those belts is Bouts at PBC. That's the only fight that PBC.
How does that fight play out?
For us boxing fans, it's like licking some ribs right now.
Now, I honestly, after that performance, I can't pick against Bud.
I will not pick against.
I cannot pick against Bud.
And he's a live dog. This guy's dangerous and bad. Bouts is a bad man,
and you saw him live. You saw how he looked live because you was at the fight.
I saw him punishing somebody live. That was like a mule taking big shots.
Do you think he got a shot against Bud?
Of course, because Bouts is a great fighter, but Bud is so dynamic, man. Seems like he's thinking up there. After the second round, I said, Spence is not winning this fight because he looked demoralized, bro. Seeing him on that ground was so like weird.
The thing is that
What was your reaction when he hit the ground the first time?
Oh! I went crazy, son. I was not expecting that. Yo, in the group chat, Manny, you remember he was saying, yo, let's all chip in 1,000 and we would have hit for 16. Let's all chip in. It was a $1,000 bet. If somebody gets dropped in the first 6 rounds or something like that, yo, 16,000, bro. Break that up into 3, 4, 5 guys.
It was a knockdown period. I thought it was a KO win.
No, knockdown.
Oh, it was a knockdown in the first 3 rounds?
No, first 6 rounds or something. No, 5 rounds.
I told my sister that we could have made 16,000 right now.
Yo, let's just say we would have split that 4 ways. 16,000.
That's a quick four rack. Come on.
4 racks each. Yo, that's it right there. You had a problem?
Start considering things like that in our chat because we got
no.
For everyone that's here, let me let you know right now. We got a powerful chat, man.
We got a Dominican boxing chat that y'all wish y'all was in it, man.
Yeah,
be lit.
Only the pioneers can get on there.
Yeah, so y'all have to do a drug test.
Couple super chats.
Yeah, y'all gotta throw some super chats, buy a couple Dominican boxing shirts.
Let me tell you right now, when you
yo, they gotta show up to five events with his Dominican boxers.
Yeah, man, because some heavy hitters are on that chat. And not everybody can expose their number, man. So,
yeah. So I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all want to get in that chat. Y'all gonna have to work for that one. Shout out to, my man on fire with the super chats. Shout out to Tioga Jocelyn Food Market with the $2 super chats. Terence Crawford noquea a Bouts 100%. Hey man, I don't know about 100%, but I definitely think he knocks Bouts out. I think Bouts is susceptible to right hands.
Great live dog. That's a great dog. That's another 50-50 fight, but the way I'm looking at Bud right now.
I don't know, man.
And I'm letting you know right now, man, for everybody that's watching boxing right now, and stop celebrating these guys until they give us the fights that we know are dangerous.
Exactly.
That we know are dangerous.
No, you know what? I'm gonna adjust the way I look too. I'm like you. Until you in the 50-50 fight, I'm still not sold on you.
Thank you.
Or you score an upset.
Thank you. Yo, we have been on people's bandwagons strictly off of talent. Think about it, Joel. We have been on people strictly of what they've done in the amateurs and the guys that we know that was going to whoop on, that they whoop.
Nah.
And these guys haven't been in a fight that we said, oh my God. Oh, Gervonta's he's in the fight right now that, oh man. Come on, guys. We haven't. We really haven't. This has been an exciting year though. And we're about to see those fights.
100%. 100%.
Look at the fights that people went in 50-50 fights. They looked horrible, a lot of them.
Quiero mandarle un saludo a la maraña que está aquí en el live. Excusa que estamos hablando inglés. ¿Qué es lo que, mi hermano?
Fuerte para allá, representarte. La maraña sabe lo que viene.
Yo creo que él todavía cree que los dominicanos compran tickets.
Yo te lo voy a decir ahora para que tú lo sepas. La presencia dominicana que va a ver la pelea de la maraña nunca se ha visto en Estados Unidos. Y yo espero que sepa eso. Estamos organizados ya, la comunidad dominicana aquí. Estamos esperando más que la pelea para que vengan y que nuestra gente hagan su papel como es debido.
Exacto. Oye, Maraña, si quiere entrar, puse el link ahí. Si quiere entrar, ya tú sabes.
Porque tiene que promocionar su pelea. Que viene ahí.
Entra, coño. Él tiene que entrar, coño. Entra, dale el link. Aunque sea para saludar.
Claro, tiene que entrar. Los dominicanos están cotizando mucho, todos boxeadores.
No, que
están promocionando.
Nosotros tenemos un chat que está en fuego y vamos mucho para allá, apoyar. Mucha banderita, mucha bandera grande. Así que
keep repeating it, Joel. Lo voy a seguir repitiendo. The Dominicans gotta keep going live together. There's no way in the world all the Dominicans are not going live together. Michelle, La Maraña,
Caballo.
Tanto. Every time you guys go live, ya se dan los fans, se unen los fanáticos de ustedes y se siguen cada uno.
Espera, déjame darle un chance aquí que este señor me ha mandado como 100 super chat. Muchas gracias, mi hermano. ¿Qué es lo que?
Dime a ver, mi hermano, ¿disfrutaste la pelea?
Tiene que quitarle el mute.
As I know we Dominican, we call it mute.
Así es, yo, you got it on mute, brother. Ahí. Dime a ver, ¿qué es lo que, mi hermano? What's up? No habla tú. Hello, mi hermano, ¿qué es lo que?
Yo, pero habla, loco. Este es dominicano, yo.
No. Oye, pues está bien, mi hermano. Llama cuando usted puede hablar.
Él no puede hablar.
Yo no sé. Yo lo tengo ahí, no dice nada. ¿Qué voy a hacer yo?
My boy looked like he was Arabic.
I know the thing. I was giving him a chance to speak. I was like, yo, what's up? He wasn't talking. I don't know.
But we're happy you're watching, man. We're happy you're watching. We're happy the channel's growing.
No disrespect, brother, but you wasn't speaking. I had to take you off the live. I mean,
first and foremost, I want to give you an award for the Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year.
Last year I was rookie.
I don't have an award for you, but I'm gonna make something.
No. Just send me $100 super chat. I'll be my.
No, mandate algo.
No, está bien.
No, hay que mandarte algo, Joel, porque the work that you've done this year has been exceptional.
Yeah, man. I think the Rookie of the Year award, I'll accept that for last year. I felt like last year is when I made my presence known. I feel like this year I'm a veteran, man. Like, you see the motherfuckers I'm getting on my channel is straight different. Oh, espera. Maraña, que lo que, mi hermano.
Ustedes están hablando de que yo no sé lo que me espera para allá. ¿Será ustedes lo que no saben lo que le espera? Arriba el ring.
Oye, los fanáticos estamos preparados para apoyar. Estamos preparados.
Espérate, yo estoy quillado con Joel antes de todo, antes de que hablemos.
¿Qué pasó?
Venga acá, los boxeadores siempre están calientes, coño.
Mira, yo estoy recibiendo algo aquí que me llegó. Yo no quiero ni abrirlo, en verdad.
Pero venga, oye, mi hermano, déjame explicarte. Esa
No,
es la
no,
camisa.
no me explique nada, no me explique nada, no me explique nada.
No, pero
No me
déjame
explique nada,
explicar.
porque mira.
¿Qué?
Ese di que lo poloché. Ahora es que me viene a mandar un poloché a mí. A esta altura de juego, mira, todavía.
No, pero mi
Yo no
hermano.
quiero ni abrirlo, de verdad. Y
No,
ahora
pero
viene
mi
a ponerme
hermano,
excusa. No
es
me
que
dé
yo
excusa.
Téngalo.
No me dé excusa.
Tú no quieres.
Yo no quiero ni que me hable ni nada. Oye, yo estoy equillado, güey. Yo lo voy a abrir. Yo no sé ni cómo. Mira que ni.
Mara,
Que sí.
No,
Ni lo he abierto.
Ábrelo,
mira, que ni lo he
el
visto.
último modelo, Maraña. Es el último modelo.
Oye,
Ábrelo. Y si es basura, lo bota.
yo no
Mira
quiero ni
acá.
lo he abierto. Mira, que ni siquiera lo he abierto. Mira.
Esa no es la calidad vieja que tiene Héctor Luis García. Este es el último diseño. Él no sabe, Joel.
Déjalo.
A esta hora, a esta altura de juego que me viene a llegar.
Oye, pero ábrelo a ver si tú me perdonas.
Ay.
Pero,
Mira. Ey,
me enamoré, espérate.
mira cómo se siente. Mira el color, como rebala y reprende.
Coño, se enfrió conmigo. Ahora sí, mi hermano.
Me perdona.
Ey,
Ya, no bulto.
ey, desde que yo sentí ese poloche, yo dije, coño, invirtió, Joel. Invirtió.
Está perdonado.
Ese para la esposa ahí.
No,
¿Cómo? No.
Es que,
No,
Y se quilló con Joel. No.
es que me quería enfriar,
lo voy a chancear. No, porque mira la fecha que llegó eso. Lo voy a chancear.
Pero llegó un tiempo.
Me enamoré. No,
Llegó un tiempo.
Tú tienes que subir allá con esa camisa.
Eso va.
Claro.
Eso va.
La representación. Es un
Espera,
legado. Es una comunidad. Es un grupo.
Eso va.
es que Maraña, yo le cogí cariño y él va a ser el primero que va a decir, coño, miren, ¿y todo esto dominicano de dónde viene? Quiero leer este super chat aquí. Supporting Broadway, keep up the good work, bro. And this Dominican movement se va a dar grande. And shout out to the unofficial host, my brother Juan. And also Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. I have a female fan now. Shout out to her. And she just says a heart with Dominican flag. So shout out to you, sweetheart. Pues sí, de qué era. Oh, no. Pues sí, háblame. Primero, vamos a hablarle de Crawford y Spence. Y después quiero hablar de la pelea tuya. Ay. Dime, ¿qué fue que tú viste en la pelea de Crawford y Spence?
No, muchacho, y eso no hay que ni hablarlo. Es demasiada veteranía, demasiado. Eso yo lo sabía. Yo no te lo dije, Joel, a ti.
Y tú te sacaste un viaje de dinero.
Cállate.
¡Una mochita!
Joel, y yo no te dije a ti eso mismo, que él lo puede parar y todo. Él lo va a parar porque es que demasiado.
Oye, la Maraña aterrado me dijo.
Hey,
Pregúntale.
La verdad.
Él te dijo el 9.
Él me dijo el 9.
Ahí, eso está escrito en la conversación.
Eso está escrito que en el chat, cuando estábamos testeando, él me dijo, él lo para en el 9. Yo, está bien. Y pan.
Coño, como tanta gente. No,
oye, es que eso se ve. Hay mucha gente que se dejan engañar. Oye, yo mismo me dejé engañar, en verdad, por la gente hablando. No, que eso está 50-50, no, pero que eso está. ¿Tú me entiendes? Porque la gente es que escucha, coño, eso está 50-50 y del otro 50-50, entonces te nubla la mente la gente, ¿tú entiendes?
De verdad.
Pero eso es demasiada diferencia de la veteranía, de la agresividad, las habilidades.
Yo le dije a Joel, ¿cuándo hemos visto a Spence en una pelea que nosotros estábamos, coño, que espérate, ¿cuándo? Con el resumen de él, ¿cuándo hemos estado nerviosos por una pelea que él ha tenido?
No, pero es que demasiado, se vio como un novato, eso estaba 90-10, 90-10. Mira,
yo no esperaba eso,
Para mí, él fue que lo quiso, Crawford lo quiso llevar al 9. por algunos motivos, tal vez, ¿tú entiendes? Para no hablar mucho. Pero él no lo noqueó antes porque él no quiso.
No, es que Crawford, cuando él estaba peleando, él lo que lo estaba era calmadito. Él lo tapaba duro, pero calmadito.
Crawford le recibió golpe.
No, está limpiecito.
Está limpiecito.
Él va para el club ahora.
En la pelea se vio calmadito, no se vio con presión. tranquilo, como que tú estás peleando con un novato y tú estás ahí llevándolo.
La pelea de campeonato más fácil que ha tenido.
Yo creo que sí.
Sí, yo creo que sí, así mismo.
Oye, Edison, ahora vamos a hablar de la pelea tuya.
Agosto 4, 6 días.
Este viernes, primeramente, oye, te promocionaron.
6 días.
Este viernes. Te promocionaron en la pelea más grande del año.
Ellos vienen dándole promoción en toda la última cartelera, pero la promocionan ahorita también.
Pero esta es como un poco diferente. Hay que decir la verdad.
Porque la mejor cartelera del año en realidad. Y es
una fotico, pero nada, se la vamos a perdonar.
Exacto, no, allá bregamos. Después que tú sabes que yo coma y toda la vaina, el día de pesaje no foto, porque voy a estar.
No. La televisión cuando puso tu nombre.
Ah, ok.
Yo le tomé foto a cuando lo ponieron ahí. Pero
no, yo tengo hasta video ahí.
Ahora háblame de la pelea. ¿Cómo estaba la preparación para esta pelea que viene el viernes? Y también, que tú dices que somos nosotros los fanáticos que no sabemos qué lo va a llegar este viernes. Dame como un anuncio, como quien dice, de lo que va a pasar.
Va a dar mucha sorpresa, va a haber mucha sorpresa, porque al otro lo tienen como favorito, ¿tú entiendes? Yo vengo haciendo mi trabajo calladito, como lo he venido haciendo hasta ahora, ¿tú entiendes? Para aprovechar mi oportunidad, y va a haber mucha sorpresa, no tanto para nosotros los dominicanos, sino para el mundo, ¿tú entiendes?
Sí.
Sí, porque yo vengo trabajando en silencio, aguantando y todo eso, hasta aprovechar mi oportunidad, y creo que este es el momento, ¿tú entiendes?
Exacto.
A él lo tienen como el A, entonces, como el lado A.
No, a
mí me tienen como el B.
Sí, al otro lo tienen como que él, el matatán. Yo estoy buscando ahora en mi celular a ver si se puede apostar la pelea tuya.
Yo estoy buscando también, yo entro todos los días, todos momentos, a ver.
No, pero tú no puedes apostar como boxeador.
No, pero mi compañero sí. ¿Me entiendes?
Sí, yo puedo sí apostar, es verdad.
No sabe de dónde sale el billete.
Ya lo sabe.
Pero yo estoy abierto conmigo a todo, ¿tú entiendes?
Estas oportunidades, la cartelera primera, tú vas a ser matatán ahí.
Oye, mira, su primera pelea en Estelar, y es Estelar en Showtime. Su primera pelea en televisión. Dime tú, Juan, ¿cuándo tú has visto un dominicano su primera pelea en televisión?
No, mira, Maraña,
yo he peleado, tú sabes, yo he peleado en televisión, pero local, en verdad, ¿tú entiendes?
No, pero digo así, que
tú vas a pelear
internacionalmente.
Esto es nacional.
No nacional, internacional.
Internacional, ¿verdad? Wow.
Exacto.
No, yo estoy muy...
Maraña, esta oportunidad no se la dan a muchos gringos. A muchos gringos no le dan esta oportunidad.
No, tú sabes, yo he venido trabajando hace mucho, aguantando y todo, esperando la oportunidad, y creo que esta.
¿Tú te recuerdas cómo vino?
¿Cómo?
¿Tú te recuerdas cómo fue la llamada? Mira, va a pelear.
No, pero tú sabes que yo tengo 3 contratos firmados con ese muchacho. Desde el 2021, del 2020.
Sí,
y no se da la
pelea. Se le han caído varias
3
veces.
contratos que los tengo yo en mi mano, los 3 firmados con ese mismo boxeador.
Para Showtime.
Entonces tú lo tienes.
No para Showtime, en su casa, y no. Yo firmé el contrato y no la aceptaron.
Tiene que cerrar. No te calientes con la mujer.
No. ¿Cómo es que tú dijiste?
Yo vale que a la gente con la mujer. Ya hay un par de esposas que están creyendo que yo es.
No.
La esposa mía, la esposa de Peter. No, que está entretenido con esta vaina.
Está diciendo algo de la pelea.
Maraña, pero ¿por qué se da eso? ¿Es una sanction body que está haciendo eso? ¿O los promotores de ustedes? ¿Por qué se está dando con ese oponente?
Ellos, un ejemplo, como ellos me hubieran mandado como 2 contratos y se había firmado, y por vía de ellos no se había dado, porque yo hasta firmé para ir a su misma casa en Maryland. Y lo firmé y todo, y no se dio, ellos no lo firmaron. Luego se dio otra vez. Entonces se da la oportunidad ahora, y mira, yo iba a pelear con él en Showtime también, en Showbox, el 9 de junio, Yo firmé contrato también y todo. Entonces, el promotor, pregúntale a Joel, que yo le dije, quería que yo firme con él y que yo
¿Qué
firme por
tiguerazo?
6 peleas por 3 años.
¡Qué tiguerazo!
Y yo le dije que no. Entonces, la pelea ellos ya la habían presentado. Entonces, después ellos dijeron que nosotros no firmamos. Entonces, los encargados en Showtime investigando la pelea, mira, a mí me interesa la pelea. ¿Tú entiendes? Y investigaron y se dio la pelea ahora.
Porque Showtime metió la mano.
Exacto, ellos la han encargado ahí en Showtime, quería, tú sabes, le llamó la atención la pelea y entonces, como dijeron que por qué yo no firmé, entonces investigaron, dijeron, claro que sí, nosotros firmamos, mira, andan la prueba y todo. Entonces,
Gracias a Dios que Showtime le interesa mucho esa pelea entonces.
Una pregunta, Edison. Como ya van 3 contratos que tú firmas con este muchacho, tú lo tienes estudiado así mucho.
yo, como te he dicho, Joel, yo no estudio mucho un boxeador, yo me adapto ahí mismo arriba del ring al boxeador y yo trato de tener mi plan yo, tú sabes. No, sí. Con el equipo que tengo no hacen un plan, un ejemplo. Pero yo hago mi plan yo me adapto, entonces no te voy a dar muchos detalles, tú te das cuenta ahí en la pelea. ¿Tú me
entiendes? Como se adapta Crawford ahí arriba.
Sí, yo hago mi propio ajuste y todo y eso y más o menos tengo una idea de que si me está yendo bien, me está yendo mal, si tengo que cambiar de plan, todo eso, gracias a Dios, tú sabes.
Exacto. No, yo estoy muy emocionado para ver la pelea este viernes. Yo voy a estar ahí, desde que abran la puerta, yo voy a estar ahí porque quiero ver a Feo, a Errol Cedeño, los quiero ver en persona, que hubo un momento que le iban a quitar la pelea, pero ya está confirmado que sí va a pelear, y también con el heavyweight, el Francis Oren.
Va a ir mucha gente, aparte de toda la persona que tú vas a llevar, yo tengo mucha gente también por otro lado que va.
Araña,
recientemente.
Cuando la televisión vea presencia dominicana, tú sabes lo que eso llama la atención.
Sí, van a ir unos cuantos boxeadores. Ya tengo confirmado que va a ir Elvis Rodríguez, va a ir Claudio Marrero. Drácula, ustedes saben quién es Drácula, el de los tenis. Sí, que es grande él, es una gente grande. Él no jode con boxeo, pero tiene una boutique grandísima ahí
No lo conozco.
Búscalo un polo.
¿Quién más va?
En Brooklyn, y él va a llevar una gente. Él es una gente duro, y va a llevar pila de gente y eso, tú sabes, Dios mediante. Y van toda esa gente seteado.
Estos poloches tienen que estar ready. Showtime tiene que ver todos esos poloches.
Y tú el que pueda que lleve su bandera, que ahí eso se va a dar cuenta de verdad de que fuimos nosotros, tú me entiendes que
es obligado. Yo estoy hasta pensando comprar bandera para venderla también.
Eso es mandatorio. Y la Willy y la tambora tienen que ir también.
Claro, tú el que pueda que lleve su bandera, que ahí se va a ver más el apoyo y se va a ver que nosotros estamos apoyando de verdad, tú me entiendes.
No, nosotros lo dijimos eso, que el que dominicano baja con una bandera o algún problema.
Mira, yo tengo la mía ahí.
No, yo voy a traer extra, porque yo sé que hay un par de bandidos que no van a traer bandera. Yo voy a ir con extra y yo voy con 5 o 6 chiquitas.
No,
eso está bien, se te agradece de verdad, manito mío, de verdad.
No.
Como te digo, va a haber mucho apoyo. Yo quiero
cuando la televisión ponga así, que ponga para allá, que vea toda esa bandera, ¿tú entiendes? Ellos van a decir, coño, pero que espérate. ¿Tú entiendes?
Imagínate en Nueva York. Ay.
Nosotros nos quejamos que no nos traen pelea, que no apoyamos a los dominicanos. Entonces tenemos que enseñar, tenemos que hacer trabajo.
Sí, Dios mediante sí.
No, pues como ya está tarde y tiene una pelea este viernes, vamos a ver si terminamos el live, tú sabes, para que la gente, para que el campeón duerma. Pero quiere decir algo antes al público, antes de terminar live. Primero, voy a empezar primero con Edison. ¿A dónde te puedes seguir en las redes? O si tú quieres anunciar algo. Si ya tú no estás quillado conmigo después de la camisa.
No, tú estás chanceado. Estoy enamorado con la camisa. Estoy con la camisa, sí.
No, pero quiere decir algo al público antes de terminar.
Nada, que viernes 4, lo que faltan son 5 o 6 días. Ahí lo esperamos, todo lo que puedan, denle para allá. Y ahí después de ahí vamos a hacer un teteo, lo que sea, y todo ready, la foto, todo el mundazo bien, denle para allá. Aparte de que yo soy la pelea estelar, un dominicano, tenemos 2 dominicanos más en la cartelera. que eso se va a dar bien, se va a dar,
Exacto.
va mucha gente importante, así como ustedes quieren tirarse foto conmigo, tirarse foto con De Los Santos, me dijo que va Elvis Rodríguez, Claudio Marrero, que son figuras del boxeo en realidad, toda esa gente están ahí, que si ellos no le quieren dar la foto, yo me garantizo a que ellos también le den la foto.
Y tú sabes quién va a batallar, la voz del boxeo dominicano. Y si tú quieres una foto conmigo, tú quieres una foto conmigo, es nomás decirme, Joel, quiero una foto contigo y ya tú estás frío conmigo. Si tú eres dominicano, especialmente si tú vas a broverjoel.com y te compras una de estas camisas, coño, ahí sí de verdad yo me tomo no una foto, un video y hasta 3 fotos.
Exacto. Y lleven su bandera,
Lleven su bandera.
Así mismito, apoyen a Joel, que Joel es el que está metiendo mano con el boxeo dominicano y está subiendo el boxeo dominicano. Apoyen a Joel. Activo, mi gente.
Exacto. Juan, ¿quieres decir algo antes de terminar?
No, vamos a estar presentes allá. Tú sabes, yo te compré varios tickets, tú sabes, Joel. Hey, estamos allá con bandera full.
Ahí nos vemos. Yo llego el día 2, el día 3, miércoles, el día 2,
miércoles.
Sí.
Ok. Quizás yo paso por el hotel para saludarlo. No lo voy a molestar mucho porque está bajito el peso, pero para saludarlo y irme.
Sí, tengo 7 libras.
No, pues tú estás bien, si nada más te faltan 7.
Sí, no, y no estoy tan jalado, tú sabes, porque lo hice tranquilo y eso.
Sí.
7 libras ahí al paso. Voy haciéndolo al paso ahí, tranquilo.
Exacto, hazlo a tu manera, tranquilo. Solo son 7 libritas que de aquí al viernes eso se pierde.
Otra cosa, Juan, que ellos pensaban que yo no iba a hacer el peso.
Oh, sí.
La pelea cuando ellos me escribieron, yo le dije, ok, yo tengo casi un año que no peleo y la pelea yo la quiero en 1.32 o 33. Y ellos dijeron, perfecto, sí. Después que firmé que le iba a mandar el contrato y todo, me dijeron que ellos quieren la pelea en 130 ahora. Entonces, no, pues conmigo no, entonces ahí negociamos. Digo, vamos a negociar. Deme un momento, se me va a apagar el teléfono.
Tato.
Pues bien. Digo, no, vamos a negociar. Y ahí entonces negociamos. Quedamos bien.
Y él le quitó unos par de chelitos.
Exacto, porque yo quiero 3 libras.
Un sicario.
Vamos a negociar y ahí negociamos. Y
le sacaste un par de pesitos para la
130 entonces va a ser.
En la 130. Sí. Pero es por un título, ¿verdad? Uno de esos del CMB.
Tú sabes que yo tengo el título mío de IBF, de la WBC. Será por ese a defenderlo. Y ellos tienen un título que está vacante. No sé si es el internacional, no sé cuál título exactamente. Pero entonces, es por 2 títulos.
Tú ganas pelea y tú subes mucho en los rankings, porque cuando tú defiendes un título así.
Sí, posiblemente ya ahora entremos a los primeros 15, ya que estoy 17, 19, algo así, WBC del mundo. Ya entro a los primeros 15, Dios mediante, ganando ese título.
La oportunidad que te da la televisión es mucho más grande. Eso es lo más importante.
Exacto.
Y si pasa un buen knockout también ahí.
Sí, no, estamos trabajando para eso, sí.
Dios mediante.
Vamos a dar una sorpresa, Dios mediante.
Exacto. Que Showtime va a decir de una vez, ese que queremos otra vez, vamos a ponerlo otra vez contra otro.
Exacto, eso está en mente, en parte del objetivo también, no tanto ganar la pelea, sino ganarme el público, ganarme la televisión.
Exacto, y con Dios adelante eso va a pasar. Con Dios adelante.
Sí, Dios mediante. Tengo mucho trabajando para eso, sí.
Exacto. Juan, ¿quiere decir algo antes de terminar live?
A mucha gente ahora, no sé si no han ordenado los poloches. Cuando lleguemos allá, brother va a traer muchos poloches. Eso es más importante que cuando estemos allá, ellos vean todos esos dominicanos ahí.
Exacto. Yo voy a ir con el mío.
Bandera.
Yo voy a subir con el mío a la pelea. Yo lo voy
Ay, Dios mío.
Y que el uniforme viene siendo ese color, así mismo, como azul, rojo, blanco. Entonces, yo voy a subir con eso.
Mi gente, esto va a ser.
Entonces, cuando la gente vea que tú el que tenga esos poloches va a decir, coño, pero muchacho trajo gente.
Yo te voy a decir algo rápido, Joel, antes de yo irme.
No, Tato.
Antes de yo irme, ustedes tienen que entender por qué los mexicanos, por qué los puertorriqueños tienen el legado que tienen en el museo y pueden hacer.
Por el apoyo.
Es por el apoyo que le da el público.
Exacto.
¿Por qué pueden coger pelea y no coger pelea? ¿Por qué puede decir que no y que sí? Y la televisión todavía lo va a enseñar. Es por el público, hermano.
Exacto.
Entonces, nosotros enseñamos nosotros mismos para nuestros guerreros, para nuestra propia bandera. Vamos a tener muchas cosas bonitas en el boxeo. Y vamos a desarrollar.
Mucha oportunidad, mucho, exacto.
Vamos a desarrollar algo bello, otra fuente de ingreso para nuestra comunidad dominicana.
No.
Vamos allá, mi gente.
Y esto no solo ayuda a los boxeadores actualmente, ayudan a los futuros, porque ahora tú puedes ser no, este salió de la selección, este tiene medalla, este tiene esto. No, pero es dominicano, no vende tickets, no lo firme. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ahora, si nosotros somos la presencia, que estamos vendiendo tickets y que estamos apoyando y que los dominicanos sí apoyan a los dominicanos, ahí de una vez, no, sí, fírmalo, porque ya uno sabe que tenemos aquí, si él es bueno, el público dominicano va a apoyarlo.
Discúlpame que te interrumpa, Joel, pero lo que hicieron los boxeadores que estaban delante de nosotros,
sí,
es nosotros que estamos pagando por eso. Entonces, lo que nosotros hagamos hoy en día, los que vienen atrás se van a beneficiar bastante.
Santo Dios.
¿Tú entiendes? Porque tú no ves que hoy en día dicen, no, espérate, es dominicano. No, de que dicen un boxeador, no, espérate, ese boxeador es dominicano. ¿Tú entiendes? Es porque nosotros que estamos aquí ahora estamos haciendo un buen trabajo y estamos representando.
Hemos dado un par de cocotazos. Hemos dado un par de cocotazos.
Eso es, entonces los frutos que nosotros saquemos ahora también le van a servir a los que vienen atrás, a los que vienen subiendo en realidad.
Igual es una vaina que hoy, porque los dominicanos tenemos que estar juntos. No podemos estar en división. Somos demasiado chiquitos para estar en división.
Exacto, una unión. Eso.
Hay gente que tiene 100,000 seguidores, unos 50. A nadie le duele potear uno.
Exacto.
Tenemos que apoyarnos.
Y lo que tú dijiste, Juan, antes que Edison.
Dilo.
Sí, que es bueno cuando ustedes hacen los live en Instagram juntos. Es bueno porque ahí los seguidores de Elvis te conocen a ti, los seguidores de Caballo conocen a Elvis.
No, eso debiéramos hacerlo más seguido. Y
eso debe ser un semanal. Sí. Eso debe ser un semanal.
Exacto. Que ya la gente lo espera.
Yo debería organizar eso.
Yo
debería organizar eso.
Yo te voy a poner en cargo de eso. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros nos identificamos con ellos.
Exacto, es verdad. No, y que así mismito. Mira, el sábado los muchachos van a hacer un live. ¿Tú entiendes? Ahí se van.
Yo me emociono cuando
veo que el lunes van a hacer un live. Mira, en verdad, sí.
Es verdad. Hay que buscar la manera.
Por lo menos una vez a la semana, una vez al mes, porque sé que todo el mundo está ocupado. Por eso lo va a ayudar a todito. ¿Por qué?
Sí, no, y que nosotros en verdad comenzamos a hablar y tenemos demasiado tema, en verdad, porque tú entiendes, demasiado tema nosotros tenemos.
Manito, pero yo he ido cuentos aquí, loco, que hasta a veces hace uno llorar. Joel sabe.
Es verdad.
Tigres sin guantes, sin zapatos.
Pero es verdad.
Durmiendo en piso.
Sí, todo eso lo pasamos, de verdad, loco.
¿Sabes lo que es eso, loco?
No, yo sé.
Mira,
nosotros se identifica.
Nosotros
vamos para allá, para los guanduras, ya. ¿Dónde que vamos, Joel? A dar guantes.
No, es verdad, eso vamos a hacer. Ya cuando esta página sube a un nivel que yo le estoy sacando un dinero, yo me voy a encargar de ir a Lomina, ahí a San Juan de la Maguana.
Te lo voy a decir público por aquí. A mí me llegó una idea recientemente de lo que estaban hablando el otro día sobre mi gimnasio, que en verdad falta mucho, tú sabes, siempre falta guantes, que saco, que esto. Y estábamos hasta pensando así mismito, como mi entrenador ha sido un entrenador que ha dado demasiado talento, de verdad.
Puma.
Demasiado talento, de verdad. Reunirnos nosotros y hacer que sea un evento por los muchachos y varios clubes, así, un torneo, un ejemplo. Un torneo puede ser el torneo de cualquiera. Vamos a poner Joel, un ejemplo. Torneo Joel del año, que sé yo qué. Y hacer una promoción a mi maestro, con medalla a los muchachos, ¿tú me entiendes?
Porque nadie se la va a hacer, Maraña. Somos nosotros que tenemos que hacer eso.
Juntarnos nosotros y bregar eso, un ejemplo, algunos de los boxeadores y hacer eso en realidad, porque eso, darle una premiación al entrenador y mientras podamos así ayudar a los muchachos con guantes, que eso es para los muchachos en verdad, porque uno que pasó por eso sabe que nosotros teníamos que hacer fila para guantear. Hay que uno se quite el guante, que uno se quite el guante para tú ponértelo, ¿tú entiendes?
Ya, loco. Podemos hacer un GoFundMe anual.
No, sí, y también, primeramente, yo como periodista tengo que hacerle una entrevista a como es Jesús Pujol, que se llama, ¿verdad?
Jesús Eduardo Pujol, área
Jesús,
el Puma.
yo le tengo que hacer una entrevista a él, primeramente, y segunda, yo tengo que buscar la manera de reunir, o sea, unos billetes de los fanáticos para comprarle un saco, unos guantes.
Coordina eso de la entrevista y nada más dime a mí, que yo...
Maraña,
Sí,
la
sí.
comunidad dominicana entre los boxeadores que están rompiendo ahora mismo, yo creo que entre toditos tienen más de 400,000 seguidores, creo yo. Entre Michelle, entre tú,
entre toditos.
Entre toditos, si lo podemos, 300, 400.
Más.
Hasta más.
Pero mira, nada más Michelle tiene 100 y pico y Elvis Rodríguez 100 y pico.
¿Tú te imaginas un GoFundMe que toditos promocionen en nuestras redes? ¿Tú te imaginas eso?
Es verdad. Que
Hermano,
cada
estamos
pero mira, tú me estás hablando de 2 boxeadores.
siempre.
Elvis Rodríguez y Michelle Rodríguez tienen más de 100,000 cada uno.
Joel, tú lo sabes, que si esperamos que la televisión, que Showtime, que esto, no, somos nosotros mismos que tenemos que apoyarnos. Somos nosotros mismos.
Mira, yo estoy dispuesto a abrir la cartera mía para dar dinero. Yo
también, Joel.
No, porque uno dice, no, que tú lo que lo estás organizando. No, yo lo voy a organizar y también voy a meter los cuartos míos.
Conversando del principio.
Hay mucha gente que hablan, pero no hacen. Yo estoy dispuesto a dar mi chelito.
Exacto, no, es aportar cada uno.
Vamos a organizarnos para eso.
Lo vamos a hacer porque en verdad, y también yo quiero al gimnasio de Héctor Luis García, donde él inició con Marino Miraña, Ñoño, allá en San Juan de la Maguana, también quiero hacer algo allá. También.
Minaya era mi entrenador de la Marina, ¿tú sabías?
No lo sabía.
Sí.
Él sabe mucho.
Sí, es buena persona, tremendo ser humano. Güey.
Sí, entonces quiero ir a esos dos gimnasios, porque esos son los dos gimnasios que yo veo que están produciendo. Son como factoría de peleadores buenos.
Yo llegué a entrenar ya por varios meses cuando para los juegos militares y todo.
Sí. En San Juan de la Maguana con ellos.
Sí, 2 meses duraba yo allá, cada año.
Tú, un capitaleño allá en ese campo, te estás volviendo loco tú.
Sí, no, porque tú sabes, como estábamos todos juntos, ahí noche el chavo y eso, tú sabes, uno para entretenido y eso.
Sí. No, pues está bien, mi gente. Voy a tener que terminar live. Yo trabajo mañana a la mañana. Oye, mañana, Maraña, vamos a hacerlo aunque sea por media hora, el show. Tú puedes a las 12.
¿A qué hora?
A las 2. Bueno, el tiempo tuyo a las 11.
A las 11, aunque sea por media hora, está bien. Entonces.
Media hora. Entonces, mañana, mi gente que están aquí en Nueva York, en RD, mañana a las 12, yo y Edison vamos a hacer un live, pero para media hora. No lo vamos a pasar, no vamos a hacer mucho.
Lo voy a hacer por ti lo voy a hacer.
Gracias. Y ponte la camisa.
Eso va.
No, pues está bien, Edison, Juan, muchas gracias. A los dos, lo veo allá este viernes. La pelea.
Exacto.
Con Dios adelante.
De la casa.
Dios mediante. No, ya ustedes saben, mi gente, muchísimas gracias a ustedes, al público, muchísimas gracias por estar pendiente a nosotros. Y el que pueda, ahí lo esperamos en la cartelera del 4 de agosto. Y si no, activo por Showtime. Soy la pelea de estelar, ya ustedes saben. Me pueden seguir en mi Instagram, Erison García Bob, en mi YouTube también y en Twitter. Estoy comenzando a usarlo, así me invito.
Tiene que usarlo más.
Estoy comenzando a usarlo, sí. Erison García Bob, ya ustedes saben.
Mi gente, primeramente vayan a BroadwayJoel.com, compren una camisa Dominican Boxing, una camisa, sea roja, sea azul marino, pero compra tu camisa, apoya el canal, porque así como yo quiero que tú apoyes a los dominicanos, me tienen que apoyar a mí, porque soy yo que estoy apoyando, ¿tú me entiendes?
Exacto.
Oye, y todavía quedan tickets. Si no te hagas, no te ronques, este viernes todavía quedan un par de tickets. Si tú estabas entre si
no se venden de mañana pasado, que varias gente me ha dicho, mándame el link. Y tengo varias gente, mucha gente por ahí. Entonces aprovechen.
Ponse su pila, compran los tickets ahora, para que después que tú no veas el teteo en Instagram, tú digas, coño, la cagué.
Un teteo fuerte.
Oye, y después.
Tu carro y vos coges para allá.
Y después de la pelea, estamos planeando hacer algo, ya tú sabes, full.
Ay, ay, ay.
Bacano.
Al otro día en la pelea, sí, también, al otro día.
No.
Estoy pensando ya hasta cambiar el ticket y toda la vaina, ya tú sabes.
Vamos a amanecer para allá.
Sí, Dios
No,
mediante.
pues está bien, ya está tarde.
Cuídense, mi gente.
Ya tú sabes, se me cuidan, que pasen buena noche.
Ok, mi gente. Buenas noches, bendición.
Bendiciones.